Okay. Alright. I realized I just pushed the button to record and I wasn't quite ready yet, so I caught myself off guard. So hey, I'm back. It's been, what, a week? I didn't make y'all wait 2 months. I'm just moving things around here. I'm not on the floor again. I decided it was just too much hard work getting up off the floor after the video, so I'll get back here so y'all can see my amazing basement door again. I'm sure y'all missed it. Oh, I'm tired. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's getting close to my nap time. Well, I mean, I didn't fall asleep till after 1 o'clock last night. Then I'm up at 4:30 in the morning to get my husband off to work, and I haven't laid down again, so I'm starting to get a little tired. So yeah, it's almost nap time. I know I told you guys that my husband got a promotion at work. I don't remember if I told y'all that this promotion means he's going to be going to work in a second shift position from like 3 to 11. And that's going to start the end of August, I think. Sometime in August. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to it because him working a second shift job is going to accommodate my insomnia a little bit better. Because I have trouble sleeping at night. I just have trouble sleeping. You know, I can be dead tired and go upstairs and lay down and then my eyes are wide open and I'm staring. You know, and it's because some of the medications I take, some of the medications I'm on does cause insomnia. And my husband's not a sappy guy at all. Just thinking of my husband in the same sentence as the word sappy just doesn't go together. But he's the type of guy that when he goes to bed, he likes his wife there beside him. Well, he goes to bed sometimes at 8:30 at night. 8:30 at night, I'm like wide awake. I can't sleep. I can't go lay down because I'll just toss and turn and keep him up. So, you know, it's a constant thing. You coming to bed with me tonight? And I'm like, no, I'm not tired yet. You know, come on. So when he goes to second shift, he'll actually be getting home around midnight, which is usually about the time that I can go lay down and it won't take long for me to go to sleep. So, like y'all want to hear about mine and my husband's sleep habits. Anyway, I got more to show y'all this time as far as stitching as I usually do, and I'll explain why when I get there. I want to go through all my notes first. I got general notes of things that just pop into my head during the week that I write down that I want to talk to you guys about. I have some notes on... I did it again. Instead of writing shout outs, I wrote shot out. So some new Flosstubers have I'm going to shot out. And then I got a few comments I want to address from my last video. So let's get it moving. First of all, I have no haul this week. I didn't buy anything because I'm really trying not to. But my alien daughter is so kind and so sweet that she bought something for me I want to show y'all. And it's a phone case. Hang on, let me cover this part up because I don't want y'all to see my license. That has a thing where you can put your license and everything. So now, like, when I take her to work or something, I don't have to carry my big purse. All I need is my phone and my license and a little bit of cash and my debit card. So I just grab this and go. So I guess you can say that my purse has gotten even smaller. But it's so cute. She just bought it for me just because. You know, that or something she wants and she's sucking up. Who knows? Let's see. I was, okay, these two go together. So let's talk about this. I'm going to talk about our local LNSs in general. I had this thought, and if anyone out there owns an LNS or works at an LNS anywhere in the world or anywhere in the United States, and you're watching this, think about this and bring it up to the owner or to the person in charge. How wonderful or how exciting would it be if you go to your local L&S and you go in to shop and they have a big screen TV and they stream Flosstube all day long. Yes. Kind of like a sports, you go to a sports bar and they have TVs playing different sports. Why not at an L&S play Flosstube? I mean, just think of the advertising when people are showing their hauls or showing their pieces and you're in there shopping and you see that like, oh, that's great. And then you're in the shop and you can go get it. I don't know. It's a random thought, but that would be neat. And another thing I thought too, wouldn't it be neat if now this would have to be for mostly the online LNSs, like 1-2-3 Stitch or something. You know how you have the fabric of the month or you have the floss of the month? What if you had a wish list, a wish list chart of the month where you can sign up to an online thing and you put the charts in, and what they do is once a month they randomly pick a chart off your wish list, charge you, and send it to you. So that every month you're getting a new chart and you know it's one you want because it's on your wish list, but you don't know which one's coming, so it's like a surprise every month. That would be so awesome. Someone really needs to do that. Back me up, guys, here. Isn't that a good idea? That would be an awesome idea. McKenna, I just want to say, you don't know how close you were to getting sequence-covered pasties. This close. I watched your last video where you made the comment, someone sent you that tube top and you said you can send me sequin colored pasties and I'd be happy. Well, I was watching, I had my headphones on and my daughter was sitting there and you said that and I started laughing and I kept thinking about it and it kept going around in my head. My hair, I gotta go get a haircut. And I gotta tell you this. So I turned my headphones off, I turned your video off and I looked at my daughter and I said, I want to ask you a question. And number one, I don't want you to judge me. And number two, I really kind of hope you don't know the answer to this. I said, but where would I go to buy pasties? Oh, she almost fell out of the chair laughing so hard. Yeah, you got close. But I can't picture myself. I can't picture myself gluing sequins on pasties. I may be weird, but I don't think I'm that weird yet. I don't know, McKenna. Sometimes you worry me just a little bit. Oh, I've been watching a lot of videos. I'm not caught up. I was so far behind. And Sherry, she said the same thing. It's just there's so many new people out coming out every day, and it's just I don't think I'm ever going to get caught up. But I'm like Sherry, I'm so far behind, and I do my best to watch everyone, and it was actually kind of stressing me out a little bit that I was behind and I was trying to get caught up, and finally I said, okay, wait, I got to take a step back. So what I did earlier last week is I said, okay, I'm gonna start fresh. I'm gonna start watching videos that just come out today and keep and then keep up, and then when I have extra time I'll go back and watch the older episodes so that I'm current on your current videos, but and on the most part on everyone I'm current on your current videos, but I might have missed one or two of the ones before that one, so I don't know if that makes sense. But, I'm trying to go back and watch the older ones too, or if I'm watching someone's video and they mention something about their other video and I think, I want to go back, I do that. But I'm trying to stay caught up and I'm trying to watch at least one or two new floss tubers every day as well. And it's one of these things that it's getting a little bit hard. I mean, I used to always be able to keep up, but there's so many new ones out there that it's hard to keep up, and now I don't remember where I was going with this. That's not a rabbit trail. That's like a rabbit highway. And I got off the ramp, now I can't get back on. Oh, okay, now I know where I was going with it. Maybe I should have taken my nap first, then made the video. Alright, but anyway, I've been watching a lot of videos, and I'm watching videos of like, I was watching videos at the beginning of July, a few at the end of June, beginning of July, and I was laughing because in a lot of videos, people are saying that they're doing the second part of Stitch from Stash. So the last week of June, or before July 1st, they were all making, all these people were making orders from, like 123 Stitch and whatnot before the Stitch from Stash came about. And I was sitting here thinking, I bet the people at 123 Stitch are saying, wow, why are we getting so many orders at the end of the June? And then the first week of July comes in and nothing. It's like, they're probably wondering what's going on. I know I would. Oh, that's my grocery list. Y'all want to hear what's on my grocery list? No, you don't. I want to real quick do a thank you to all the members of Cross Stitch Finish Line. I'm a member of several groups, and I can honestly say that I am so glad and so grateful to the people that are on Cross Stitch Finish Line that we don't have any drama like some of the other groups have. Everyone is so respectful to everyone else. Everyone, minds their manners, so to speak, or whatever. And I really appreciate that. I mean, this is, this group means a lot to me. It just does. I won't go into details, but it does mean a lot to me on several different ways. But I'm just so grateful that we don't have the bickering on ours that some other groups have. I just thank you. You got, I think we got a great group of people on our whatchamacallit, Facebook group. And I do appreciate all you guys. So, let's do our shout outs now. And I'm going to be drinking a lot of water because my throat. My husband cut grass yesterday. And it's like, my allergies really kick up like the day of and the day after he cuts grass. That it's like, I don't know. Anyway, let's do some shout outs of some new Flosstubers I've been watching this week. Now some of these have just recently made a video. Some of them, their first video was like a month or so ago, but I'm just now finding them. So some of these people, y'all may say, where have you been, Joe? And I'm going to have to say, well, I don't know. Maybe my alien daughter put me in stasis or something. The first one I want to mention is Stitching with Stephanie. I watched hers, and behind her, she has... And I had to go back and start her video over because the first few minutes I was just staring at it. She has a very beautiful quilt that she made and she designed on her own, hanging on the wall behind her. And it has a ribbon on it too. I couldn't see what type of ribbon it was, but it looked like she had entered it. I even think she said in her video something about she entered it in a fair or something and won a ribbon. I don't know, but it's just a beautiful quilt hanging behind her. Then we have Stitchabella, who has the most adorable little baby boy that in her video. Sweet baby. I'll be having one in December. Well, not me personally, but my son's betrothed or promised one, or I don't want to say baby mama, but I don't know what to call her. I hope she doesn't find my videos and see this. She's this very sweet girl. I like her. Alright, let's see. Stitching Becca. What I loved about her video is she's sitting here and doing her video, and she has a baby as well that I think has to be under a year, but around 6 months, somewhere between 6 months and a year, I think. But she's sitting here and doing her video, and she must have her baby close, but all you hear in the background is that baby talking, cooing, and it was just so adorable. Baby talk. Felicity Stitches. She likes little balls. That's what she said in her video. She likes little balls. If you want to know why she likes little balls, then you need to go watch her video. And that's Felicity Stitches. And I know in my last video I didn't put links at the bottom to all these. I will try to do that this time. I'm not promising anything, because as soon as I'm done with this video and as soon as it uploads, I'm going to go take a nap. So, just so you know. Felicity Fish Cross Stitcher. Oh, excuse me. That was rude. She's got several projects, but the one that really struck out to me is one of her Heaven and Earth, the Elsa. She's doing Elsa. That's over halfway done. And she was talking about this. I tell you what, this piece of hers is well traveled. It's been all over the place. I mean, that cross-stitch piece has been in more places than I have. Then I watched a Sonia G Stitchers, and for some reason I didn't write any notes down. I think it's because she's at the bottom of the page and I didn't have any more room left to write. But I know I enjoyed her video. I just now can't remember. Sorry, Sonia. I'm subscribed to you, so I will watch your videos. And then the last one is Jen Stitching Niche. Oh, she on her. I've watched her first two videos. I don't know if she has a third one out. I don't know, but I know in her first video, she's in a room and behind her, I mean, she has a wall just covered with FFOs, and she was saying that she has cross stitch hanging up in every room of her house except for her kids' room. And my first thought was, well, what makes them exempt? Put cross stitch in their room. Alright, I'm almost done talking, then I'll show you what I've been doing this week. And we're going to be talking about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and how I'm doing it and where I'm doing it and who I'm doing it to. Woohoo! I just want to... some comments from my last video. Pam... You don't have to wear the whole Wonder Woman outfit. Just like the armbands and the headbands, and just get you a golden lasso. That would be perfect. You don't have to wear like the whole outfit. I remember watching that show in the 70s, and I thought it was so cool. Of course, I was just a kid. I wasn't even 10 yet, I don't think. I don't know. How old was I in the 70s? I don't know. Don't ask me questions like that. No, I was a kid. I wasn't even a teenager yet. But I remember watching that show in the 70s, and she had those, I think they were silver armbands, and someone would shoot, and she'd go, ping, ping. Remember that? Pam, if I ever find accessories to a Wonder Woman's outfit, I just might have to buy them and send them to you. And if I send them to you, then you better wear them in your video. That's all I got to say. Sandra, and I don't know how to say your last name, but thank you so much for agreeing with me about those freaking bears and how creepy they are. I'm so glad someone feels my pain. And Diana, you wrote a comment about maybe they don't wear the underwear in the commercials. That just don't make no sense, girl. Come on, you gotta be, you know. And yes, Rosa, I agree. My family doesn't appreciate my sense of humor. They never have. And no, McKenna asked if my husband finished my craft table. All right, let's talk about this for a minute. If y'all remember, my husband asked me at Christmas time what I wanted for Christmas. And I showed him this very easy craft table that you can make, where basically all you had to do was go out and buy 2 short bookcases and then get plywood or whatever and to make a top on it, and ba-boom. And I showed him I want something like this for the craft room so I can organize my crafts and I can have a place to put my sewing machine and I have a table to cut on and I wouldn't have to worry about, putting it on the kitchen table and taking it off the kitchen table at dinner time, blah, 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 blah. So he had said, well, in order to make that I need, some sort of wood cutting thing or whatever. I said, okay. I said, well, you go out and you get that. That'll be your Christmas gift. And then my Christmas gift would be you making that table for me. Because he went online and instead of buying the bookcases like I wanted him to and doing it the way I wanted him to, he actually went online and found blueprints, one to make from scratch. And I said, well, that's fine. If that's because he needs a hobby, believe me. So he went out and he got the blueprints. He went and bought all the stuff to do. And this is at Christmas time. And no, he is not done with my table yet. He's got one of the bookcases sides done. All he has to do is finish the other side and the tabletop and he'll be done. But he hasn't worked on it since Christmas time. And, every so often I would say, you're going to work on my table this weekend. He's like, well, because he's doing it in the garage. I haven't been able to park my car in my garage since Christmas time because where I park my car is where he's putting the table. And he's, well, it's too cold in the garage. I can't work on it in the garage. I got to wait till spring and summer. Well, now it's spring and summer, and I ask him, and it's, because, I got to cut grass, or I'm too tired this weekend, or whatever, and it's like, I'm getting a little ticked off. I even asked him, I said, do I need to hire someone to come finish this table? So, no, McKenna, it's not finished yet, but my husband, I was fixing to say, my husband's going to be moving out, but no, it's my son that's going to be moving out, I think, either the first, sometime in September. And we have a 3-bedroom house, and out of the 2 kids' bedrooms, my son's is the biggest, but because he's the oldest, he got the biggest out of the 2 other bedrooms. So once he moves out, we're going to move my daughter into the bigger room, and then in her room, I'm going to take all the craft stuff I have down here in our formal living room that we never use. I'm going to take upstairs and put all my craft stuff upstairs. And I told my husband, I said, when I get ready to do that, that table better be ready so I can move that table up there and put everything I want up there. I don't know if it's going to be done. It better be done. Go slap ass crazy on him. Amanda, I think we're living like in parallel universes, where her son, who's the same age as my son, is also having a baby due at the same time mine is, and it's like, oh, I just got did y'all see Brenda? I watched Brenda Stitch's latest video. And I don't know if it's her latest, but I was watching one of her videos. And in the background, she has like a coffee table that's like an old trunk. And I sent her a message on that video saying, I want that table. So she just responded that, she says there's a lot of storage in it. But it's awesome. If I could find one like that, I would get it in a heartbeat. But yeah, Amanda, we'll be waiting anxiously for our grandbabies. Oh, and to Colleen's Perkins' grandson, I am so sorry I used the word poop. From now on, I'll use the word duty. Is that better? I'm sorry. I guess he didn't like me using the word poop. Alright, that's all my shout-outs. That's all on my notes. I could have swore there were more things I wanted to talk about, but now I didn't write them down, and now I can't remember. hate it when that happens. Alright, do y'all want to see what I've been working on for the past week? Because, yeah, I think it was last Monday when I did the video. I know last Monday, when I did my video, I was still working on Lady of the Flag. And I did do a little bit more, but I'm not going to show you because it was only like 20-25 stitches till I finished that one little section. And I just don't like showing progress. It's only 20 stitches. I'm going to show you progress. I'm going to show you progress, dang it. Well, anyway, after I did those 20 or 25 stitches after that video, I started on, we had the red, white, and blue Sal and cross stitch finish line. Well, this is what I was working on for that. And, oops, you guys know that when I cross stitch, I always start at the bottom and work my way up. And this is what I got done. Oops. I hate the creases. Get out of that crease. If only I was better organized. Now, this is the red, white, and blue sound. The funny thing is, I only stitched blue and white. There is supposed to be red in this little part because I started at the bottom. I got this section done. But believe it or not, I did not have the color I needed for the red. Well, I'm sure I have it somewhere, and I'm sure it's in another project somewhere, but I wasn't going to dig through all my projects or all my kitted up things to find that one red. So I said, well, I'll just go pick it up. So I did this part. I did the bottom part. And I still got a little bit of red to do. A couple of places that are red. And the next time I pick it up, whenever I decide to pick it up. So you get it. I didn't finish it. Normally I start and finish, but I actually made myself only do a little bit of section on this. Next time I pick it up, I'll do this section, the white section, and then I'll go back and do these little red bits too, because I now have the red. So, and I'll do that. And I have no clue what fabric I'm using. I want to say it's Ale from Picture This Plus, but I don't know because I cut it off and the tag that has the color on it is on the other half of the fabric, and I've already put that up, and I'm too lazy to go through and try to find it just to tell y'all what it is. But I do think it's Ale from Picture This Plus. So, that's one whip. So I did that little section on that, and I made myself put it up. And then I picked up and I worked on another piece. And this too is a new start. And I started on the Cheshire Cat. And I was watching, I can't remember whose video. Excuse me. I can't remember whose video it was, but either yesterday or the day before I was watching someone's video, and they said that they just ordered this series from Brooks Books, and they said that they ordered them all as a digital download, but they couldn't order this. For some reason, they couldn't order this as a digital download. They had to get it through the mail. And I'm like, well, that's odd, because I printed this up because I ordered it as a digital download. So I don't know what's changed between now and then. But this is what I picked up next to work on. The Cheshire Cat. And so far, and this is what I got done. I got the bottom border done, and this is that blue, I think it's called Blue Jean. I don't know who it from, but I think it's called Blue Jean. But I got the bottom checkered border done, the grass done. Well, you can see, I don't know why I'm telling you what I got done. You're looking at it. That's what I got done. And this little heart, I didn't realize this when I first started stitching it, but that's actually, the little heart was supposed to be stitched in acrylic. And I don't have acrylic. I have a couple, one or two things of acrylic, but I didn't have the one it called for. And it was either do I order it and wait, and it's just that little heart. And I said, nope. So I picked out some, you can't see the spark, well, maybe a little bit. So I just used some Petite Treasure braid that I have. Just picked a color I liked and used it, because that's the only place it's on. So I did this much, and then when I finished this much, I made myself put it away. So, but next time I pick it up, I'll do it. I know I'll do the tree. I don't know if I'll start the cat, but I know I'll get the tree done next time I get it out. When will that be? I don't know. So, that's my second whip that I did this week. And I even did a third whip this week. I know what you're saying. Joe, 3 whips in 1 week? Are you insane? I don't know what happened. Well, I know what happened. I'll explain to you why I got so many whips. Alright, y'all gonna have to look at my amazing basement door for a second. I'll be right back. Watch it. Make sure it doesn't do any tricks. Alright. Isn't that just an amazing basement door? Alright. Anyway, back to where I was. Then, and I don't have a picture to show you of this, and I'm not going to tell y'all why. I just don't have a picture to show you what it's going to be, but y'all know what it is. Then I picked up Prairie Schooler ABCs. I is for Indian corn. Now, I don't have a before picture. And I'm hoping that I can get in the habit of taking before pictures when I sit down and start stitching on these so I can show you when I do my videos. But I'm not promising anything. But last time I had stitched on it, I had done this and all the dark, the eye is for all the dark down there. So when I picked it up this time, I did this corn start, or corn, I did that, whatever you want to call it. I can't talk. I'm tired. I should have taken my nap first. And then I filled in the corn here and the eye and did these birds. So now the only thing I have left to do on this is the Indian. That's right here. So next time I pick this one up, I will work on the Indian. So those are the 3 whips I worked on this past week. Now you're probably saying, well, Joe, you don't normally work on 3 whips in a week, let alone 2 of them being new starts, because 2 of those were new starts. What in the world is going on? Well, let me tell you what in the world's going on. One of the reasons why there was such a gap between my last 2 videos is because when I do a video, I want to have stuff to show you. I mean, I can sit here and talk till I'm blue in the face, but the main thing I do these videos for is to show you what I'm working on. And doing one project at a time, although that's how I'm hardwired to start and finish, and and whatnot. You guys, I've talked about that in my latest videos. But that means that, that I have I don't have much to show in my videos, and I want to have stuff to show. And because I don't buy haul as much as I used to, it's not like I can show y'all a bunch of haul and whatnot. So I told myself, well, if I want to do weekly videos, because I really enjoy doing the weekly videos, then I need to have stuff to show, more than just one project. I gotta have, So I'm trying, what I'm doing, instead of picking up a project and saying, okay, I'm going to start and finish this, I pick it up and say, okay, how can I divide this project in sections? How can I, and so that, like the red, white, and blue, that was 3 sections. I'm like, okay, well, I can say I'll do this section and it'd be like a mini finish so that I feel like I'm accomplishing something. I get enough progress in the piece where I feel comfortable showing it. Because like I said, I'm not one that can show up, 50 to 100 stitches and it not looking like anything and say, this is what that's just not me. If I'm going to show you progress, I want you to see the progress and I want you to actually, see something. And that's just me. That's just how I am. So that's why I said, well, I'll do that bottom section, and then with like thought I was going to sneeze. With the Cheshire Cat, I got enough progress done so you can see some progress. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I think I spent a total of 3 days on each of those. I think, something like that. And if I figure if I can do that, now this does not mean I'm going to have like 50 million whips, not even close. And I will probably, other than the Prairie Schooler, because to me that's one long project, these will get finished soon. Not like next week soon, but because that's just how I am. So I'll have multiple whips, and I'll be working on multiple things and I think I'll be okay with it as long as I have like, okay, I can get this section done and it feels like, a mini finish or whatever. Now you're probably wanting to know, well, Joe, what are you going to work on next? I'm going to show you what I'm going to work on next. Now I did this, oh wow, I don't even know what's up and down. Okay, I think it goes this way. This is going to be a pain in the butt. Sometime last year, I don't even remember when it was, I did, I went online. I didn't even get all of it done. Oh, it goes, does it go, which way does it go? Right, no, it goes this way. Okay. The Lizzie Kate, the 6 Snowbell series? I got all of them. Well, sometime last year, like I said, I don't remember when, but I went and printed up the board, for the borders to do it all in one piece. And I actually went and stitched all the borders. See? And then didn't do, well, I stitched all the borders. My plan was I was going to do the round robin that we had in Cross Stitch Finish Line last year. I was going to sign up for it, but this was going to be the piece I was going to use, but at the last minute, something told me, no, Joe, you shouldn't do it. And I'm kind of glad that I did drop out, because there was like 2 weeks in December I was sick. Beginning of this year, we had the flu come through our house, and right on the back of that was a stomach bug. So the whole house was sick for like almost a month and everything. There was a lot that went on the first of this year that if I would have signed up for that round robin, I don't know if I would have been able to keep up with it, and that would have stressed me out, because I wouldn't, if it's mine, I don't care, but if I'm stitching on someone else's. So I'm kind of glad. I think something told me at the last minute that when I said, no, I really shouldn't do this, I think that was, I don't know, in psychic maybe. So, I actually, on my X-Stitch app, I actually have this listed. In fact, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit there. Anyway, this is an active whip in my X-Stitch app, but I just haven't done anything with it since then. So, today, after my nap, because like I've told y'all several times, when I'm done with this, I'm taking a nap. I'm going to do, oh, excuse me. See, I can show you this because it's a free download, but this is the borders, so I'm going to probably start on, jeez, I keep belching, I don't know why. At least they're not loud from the toes belch, I'm going to have a PSA too at the end of this, I think. I've been going back and forth of whether or not I want to comment on it, but I think I will. Seeing as I'm sitting here belching, because that reminds me of it. But I'm going to do the Frosty Friends one Where's the Frosty Friends? Ready for snow. This. So this will be the one that I start on. And it has a little snowflake button. I don't know if I'm going to put the buttons on it or not. So this will be the one that I will do. And I got all the floss picked for it. And the only thing is that when I did this last year, when I stitched it up and everything, I put it on Ada. And I'm kind of wishing I would have put it on Even Weave. Because I find, not that I don't like using Ada, I'll use Ada. I'm not an Ada snob or anything like that. But I just find that I like working on Even Weave much better than Ada. So this is the next one I'm doing. Now on the 14th, on Cross Stitch Finish Line, we have our Dog Days of Summer Sal, which lasts for 6 days, and every day there's a theme. I'm doing that, and I'm not telling y'all what I'm doing. Well, let's put it this way. Me and Terry did a video a while back about this. I keep looking like I'm looking at someone way over there, because I never look at the camera, because there's the camera, but I always look at me, because I think I'm just so gorgeous. I gotta look at myself. But anyway, when we introduced the Sal, and before we set it up and we told everyone about it, we showed what we were going to do for that Sal. Well, since then, one of the things she was going to do for that Sal, she already started and finished. So she's rearranging some of hers, and where with mine, I was going to do a lot of FFOs and only stitch on a couple of things. Well, mine has changed. I'm still going to do maybe 1 or 2 FFO and something, but I got other things that I can stitch for that we're going to do. So mine's changing up. So my plan is to work. I'm going to try. I tried this last year too. I tried like a rotation last year and found that it didn't quite work out. But I'm really going to try. And so far this first week it's gone really well. I'm really going to try to work on at least 3 to 4 pieces a week, even if I only spend a day or two. And I'm trying to, I'm picking a piece and I'm saying, okay, I want to get this section done. I want to get this section done. Now, I do have the Lady of the Flag. Now, when I pick up Lady of the Flag, I think I'm going to, next time I pick her up, I think I'm going to try to work at least 4 days on her and get quite a bit of progress. Because I do want to make sure I get her done. I keep pointing over there. This is why my arm's doing over there. Because she's over there in my cart. And so I keep pointing to her. Because I do want to get her finished by the end of the year. Before the end of the year. Because I got a lot of stuff I'm going to be wanting to stitch here later on. As soon as I find out if I'm having a boy or a girl, that if my son's baby's going to be a boy or a girl, as soon as I find out, then I know I'm going to start looking for things to stitch for that baby. I just know it. So I want to make sure, and if it's a girl, not that I'm hoping it's a girl, I'm just saying that if it's a girl, I got fairies that I would love to stitch for a granddaughter. If it's a boy, then I guess I could stitch a fairy for a boy, but no, I wouldn't do that. I got sports things for a boy. But anyway, so that's my plans. Did that make sense? Alright, now if you don't want to hear my opinion on something, if you don't want to hear me get on a soapbox about things, you don't want to hear a PSA, then stop the video now and have a nice day. But I just feel I got to comment on this. And this is something that's been brewing for months. And thankfully, none of this has gone on Cross Stitch Finish Line. That's one that, like I said, I think the guy's on Cross Stitch Finish Line. But I don't even know how to start this out, because I'm not doing this to offend anybody, number one. Number two, this is just my opinion, and if you don't, to me, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, you know what I mean? So, but it's more a respect thing. It's more of a manners things, having polite manners and being respectful. And I'm talking about swearing. Okay, let's talk about swearing. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I think about it all the time. And I have a perfect analogy to explain to you my theories about swearing and when to swear and where to swear and so forth. All right. First off, I want to go on the record to say I have nothing against swearing. Believe me, you ask my husband and kids here at home when it's just us, some of the words that come out of my mouth, you would be shocked. I've been known to drop the F-bomb. Never in front of my mother. Oh, if I had ever, in fact, let me tell you this, I didn't swear in front of my mother until after my son was born. Seriously. Because it was just, God, I got to get my hair cut. It just wasn't done, Not that my mom was a prude or anything, but, she never said the F word. She would say, some of what people think are not big deal swear words. I don't know. Anyway. So I'm not against swearing. I swear, But there's a time and a place for everything. And I was raised, this is just how I'm raised, and this was my opinion. I was raised that when you're out in public and when you're with a diverse group of people, you don't always know what's going to offend one person and what's going to offend another person, what's not going to offend this person. You just don't know, because a lot of times you don't know these people very well. So I was raised, my mother always told me that when you're around a diverse group of people, you conduct yourself, you be respectful to everyone. Okay? Especially in I remember having conversations with her, especially with your language. Because if you swear around a group of people, there's a chance you could offend someone. Okay? Where no one is going to get offended if you don't swear. Okay? Now, again, it's a free country. You can do whatever you want. That's fine. I totally agree with that. It's a free country. You can do whatever you want. These are your videos. This is your Facebook group. You can do whatever you want. It's just, to me, it's just being respectful to everyone out there that I don't swear on my videos. I mean, yes, I've slipped and said shit or hell a couple of times, just like I did now, but, I really try to be respectful. I don't want to offend anyone. It's just not how I am. Now, it's almost like, okay, this is the analogy I thought of the other day, because me and my family, me, my husband, and two of our kids were here having dinner the other night. And dinner time here, when it's just us, you would think we were barbarians. Well, not me, because I don't participate. My family does, but I don't. But when I say they have burping contests, and there's farting going on at the table, and then it's them sticking their fingers in each other's potatoes, or crunching up, I mean, it happens. You would think they were all raised in the wild or something. They're laughing, they're joking, and yeah, it's our home. We can choose to eat dinner any way we want to, and that's how they choose to eat dinner. Okay? But if we go out to a restaurant, or we're at a wedding, or if we're at some sort of party, they don't do that. They know better that when you're out in public, you act civilized. You be respectful to the people around you, and you don't do anything. You don't burp and fart in public. And to me, swearing is the same thing. Yeah, you can swear all you want at home with your immediate family, or you have a group of friends where, that's fine. But when you have a mass group of people in any kind of social setting where you don't personally know everyone, Why do you want to do something that might offend someone? Yeah, it's your channel. You can do what you want. But again, you're putting this out for the mass public. Why would you want to take the risk of offending anyone? And if I've just offended anyone, I'm very sorry. I don't like to offend people. But it's just, you know, be respectful. Use your manners. You know, my family don't use their manners at home, which is perfectly fine because we're in our home. But when we go out and we're around a group of people, they use their manners. And it's just, to me, swearing's the same way. It's a matter of, it's not, I don't want to say it's not a matter of free speech because, you know, like I said, you know, there is a thing that, and I believe in free speech, but I also believe in being respectful and using your manners. That's it. Okay, off my soapbox. Let's see how many thumbs down I get now. Alright. That's it. I don't have no idea. Oh, it's not even quite an hour long. Alright, well, I'm going to go. I'm going to upload this, and then if you're watching this right after I upload it, don't call me because I'll be sleeping. Alright, guys. Oh, and don't forget, I'm going over to see Terry on Thursday, and we'll be doing a video together. We're going to be announcing all the sales for Cross Stitch Finish Line. So look for that, okay? Alright, guys. Until next time, see you guys later.